What's so funny, TSM?
Yeah. Tune in with April Showers on YouTube. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. And let's make Miss April ours. You know that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything. You know that she in the better thing. She in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything.
Good morning, good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing this morning? I am on a rant this morning. I am actually on a rant. And I guess this rant has been a big buildup, and it started probably with this Kanye mess. But please, please, please bear with me for a minute. I was on the phone. It's been cold here. I am recovering from a cold. I am trying to get my pain medication delivered. Well, I got somebody going to pick it up for me. Bones are cold, achy. And y'all probably didn't even want to hear that. Y'all probably like, that's like too much information. I'm going to wait and give people some time to come in. I'm going to give people some time to come in. And I'm coming in through my phone because there is another program that I want to talk about. Uh, the more you know information, what's going on, like in your community. And
And
so
so
these
these
are
are
things.
things.
Wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute, hold on.
Yeah. Mm,
Hold on. Ooh.
hold on, everyone.
Toot, toot.
Okay, I'll be right with you. Mm. Okay, okay. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. You got it right again. You got it right. Woke me up another day so I can come on here and give my opinion and talk my mess on what I talk about. I might be 60, but I'm not stupid. Um, you know, I don't play games with folks neither. But two things have really bothered me in the past couple of weeks with this Kanye West mess. And I'm going to get into that later. But I work in my community. And I always try to let people know what's going on in the community and what programs that are out there from Joliet to Chicago. And so I used to be a life coach. Um, and the person sent me this information. We've got a new program. Well, the state of Illinois has a new program that has come out. Let me turn down my TV. Y'all know what? It's cold here in Illinois. They actually, they actually have snow in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So it looks like we're going to have a early winter, and it looks like I need to move south ASAP, south or something. Um, I didn't even call together. We break the chain podcast. Um, yeah, I don't know the weekly cap. What's going on with that anymore? Um, so I'ma just continue to do me. I didn't even call Miss Together this morning. Hey, wellness with Frugal Mom. But with me being a life coach, the state of Illinois, they are offering a program now. And this program is for children. And the program hold on. The program is called Safe to Help Illinois. And Safe to Help Illinois is a 24/7 program for students to share school safety issues find help, preventive measures for suicide, it's to help people and teenagers that are struggling with mental health. It's basically a program that has come out more. They're really pushing this program because 61% of teenagers indicate the COVID 19 pandemic increased their fear of loneliness. It's a program to help with bullying. Hey Steve, hey wellness. It's also a program to help with depression. Also a program to have with suicide thoughts. Also a program to help with self-injury. This is a program that is in the state of Illinois. And I'm pretty sure if everyone could go to their state website, they have a program to help teenagers and small children. And if you want to be a person that can help them become a person that can help with the hotline, they need people. As we know, they had that shooting in Raleigh, North Carolina, and that kid was 15. We are still responsible for our children till they're 18. We as parents, once they reach 18, they've got their own mind. They're going to do whatever they want to. But until then, I personally feel that, hey, it's, your responsibility to try to get them the help that they need or issues that you might see wrong. But again, once they reach 18, um, a lot of these kids, I know it's hard because a lot of kids feel entitled. They feel like parents owe them something. They've got, they involve the other family. They run back and talk to their parents with other people to try to make the parent look bad. Um, we just got some kids that's just bogus out here. But once they reach 18, it's not your fault. But for those that want to help children that are under the age of 18 and step in and become the village that we once was, you can be that trusted adult. They go on to say trusted adults are people whose words and actions make you feel safe. Trusted adults act this way both online and offline. A trusted adult can be any grown up whose actions and words make you feel safe a teacher, a mentor, a parent, a coach, anyone who loves you and respects you. And they're telling the kids that it's okay to ask for help for a trusted adult and to keep asking the same person or another trusted adult if they do not understand or if you do not get the help that you need. So they're basically talking about abuse, bullying, depression, self injury, and suicidal thoughts. And, they give you tips right here that I'm showing, helping a friend at risk of suicide. Hey, even as adults get depressed and stuff too. But, it's happening in kids and teenagers. Again, the age of mass shooters is getting lower and lower. This latest one, the kid was 15 years old. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. So, okay, I was reading that. I want to thank everybody that's here in this show. Hey, hey, my boy, it's your patting up with your hat to the side, and hey, Steve, Ruthie, and so I am starting. I do have my own little program that I do, and please don't take it personal. Charge it to my head. Um, where I go through and I'm standing in the gap for people. I'm asking you to go to people's, to their channels, subscribe to their channel, go in and put new subscriber. Um, they'll subscribe back. I've been checking out a whole lot of people. Again, I'm going to say this. I do not work. So I have nothing to do all day. God willing, I'll find me a part-time job the first of this year. And so these are some of the channels that, I've been going to, listening to their shows. To me, everybody has great content. If you don't like what a person is talking about, you have to, you can leave. That's it. You don't need to leave a nasty comment. You don't need to say anything. And I'm going to tell you, I'm at the point, like, I want to see all of these people make it. I want to see everybody make it. Because there's enough money on YouTube. Even if I don't like what you're talking about, I'm still going to subscribe. And then I'll go back after you don't reach your goals and get over 200 people. I might unsubscribe, but I think everybody's doing a great job. As long as you're not worshiping the devil. Hey. But other than that, I'm not getting ready to trip with people over what they're saying. I'm just I'm not going to do that. That's not me. And if you can go back to my other shows, I do have people, and like I said, some of these can be on here two, maybe three times. I'm actually at my computer now, but I was doing this at my phone. I could halfway see the letters. I'm like, do I need a magnifying glass? And so, again, charge it to my heart. I mean, my head, not my heart. I'm doing the best I can, and that's all I can do. And like I said, some might come up twice as I was, putting them in the on the on the banners, because I take a screenshot and then I make them into a little circle so that way I can share. But I would just appreciate it. And again, like I said, it's not anything personal with anybody. Trust and believe, because you've got to go back. I did 2 shows. The people I do not follow on YouTube. I just don't follow them. I don't go in their shows. But that has to do with the R. Kelly sector. But pretty much everybody I've been meeting, hey, everybody's great and okay with me. Um, I want to make that clear. Now, as a child growing up, two things my parents and even uncles and growing up and being on jobs and different things, two things that, oh, and is everybody in here? Are you guys all mods? Because you need to subscribe to everybody. I'm going to stay on for a while too, so people can help reach their goals. Now, we've got people that are reaching their goals at a great rate of getting these subscribers. We got some that's not reaching their goals. You're gonna have to get out. You're gonna have to go around and meet people. You're gonna have to go get out and meet people. And hey, Rockin', She, Ruthie, Steve, everybody, you're gonna have to get out and meet people. That's all it is. Um, I'm gonna tell you another thing that was taught to me. Ain't nobody getting ready to give you nothing. So if you want these subscribers, you're gonna have to get out, go around YouTube. You're gonna have to meet other people. Um, what I was doing to get subscribers, every time I went to an event, I was asking people to subscribe to my channels. Someone like, I don't know nothing about that YouTube, and then I would tell them, let me see your phone, and I would go to YouTube and press the subscribe button on their phone. Now, don't get it twisted. It wasn't all that easy, but it's still yet not all that hard. Now, YouTube plays games with your subscribers too. See, I started off with some people with one campaign, and when I was saying this, they play games with some of your subscribers. So, you know, you're coming against a lot. You might come against people that you used to kick it with. I remember me, like I said, the whole R. Kelly sector, I don't even like to fool with that sector. It's too messy, too dirty. It's gone way past that. But you had people that was telling people to unsubscribe from my channel. because I was talking to people that did not support him. Everybody has their reasons. I was learned, I was taught to respect everyone, views and opinions. And so it's going to be challenging, but you can do it. Also, with the watch hours, I'm going to try to bring Georgia Girl on here because you have people, YouTube wants you to have 4K watch hours, and that is from your start date, your YouTube start date. And so it could be done because I know some people that knocked it out. But again, you're going to have to get out and you're going to have to do some work unless you're one of these right now that can meet somebody, um, a top artist, whether they're in the music field, the media field, rap community, religious community, in any type of sector where you're going to get one great interview and everybody's going to flock to your channel and you get those 1K subscribers all in one show. I do know some people, they do have programs that will help you um, with your channels. So I know the lead attorney, you can pay like $300. I know Michi X had a program too that she was going to start. So you can go to the lead attorney's YouTube channel, and I think he has the link posted. So in recent weeks, and here I go, I'm going to tell you that I've stayed away. I've respected everybody's religion, their points of views. You know, I've had folks talk about the pastors and, people, they're this, they're that, and they're that. And I've sat back because, I'm not bothered. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. My people, we have let the two things that shouldn't even matter. Because like I say, back in the 70s, when I was coming up as a child, I didn't know some of my friends were Jehovah Witness and stuff. We all went over to their house. We saw their parents. They chastised us. They did everything. I didn't know they weren't celebrating holidays and all these different things. They were my friends, and one is still my best friend. I've sat back, and I'm going to tell you, and this is not directed towards anybody because I've been going to a whole lot of channels. A lot of things listening to people talk. And again, like I say, I don't like to get into the religion thing, but I am going to make my point right now. Anytime you have to down another religion, you are a bully. You are full of mess. If you are confident in what your religion is doing, you don't have to talk about anybody else. You are a bully. You trying to bully somebody to believe something that you believe. See, I'm confident in my higher power that I serve. And I'm going to do the right thing. But again, if I got to talk about yours, what these other people do, and you got stuff in your own sector that you believe in every aspect of whether it's spirituality, conscience, Muslim, they all are being critiqued by somebody. There's somebody that's not doing what they do. But if you got to talk about what my people are doing and not talk about yours, you ain't nothing. Because in every sector, there's mess. You got radical this. Everybody's taking this to a different level. You are a bully. And I want people to take this with them. Through Abraham, all nations will be blessed. All nations will be blessed. So while you talking about my pastor, what my people don't do, what this person don't do, when we all get up there, all nations gonna be blessed. So you can go take that scripture, you can put it in. Through Abraham, all nations will be blessed. You can go get all versions, break it all down, but all nations gonna be blessed. So when I get there, I might see somebody that's a Jehovah's Witness. I might see somebody that's the Latter-day Saints. I might be a Muslim. Again, all nations will be blessed. If you've got to down what somebody is teaching me to try to capture an audience, God is not the author of confusion. So you are a bully. You ain't nothing. Because you got to down somebody else to talk about somebody else. And I've had it. I've listened to people for years, and I just wanted to make that statement. If you have to have a show and you have to talk about what somebody is doing in the Christian world, the spirituality world, you're a bully. You really don't know what you're talking about. God is not the author of confusion. I go everywhere I want to. I've been to the Mosque Marian on Stony Island, the Nation of Islam. It's so beautiful in there. I've been to the Church of Latter-day Saints, where they have a facility here in Joliet, and it's beautiful. And I go all around people. As long as we love and know we're supposed to do the right thing, that's the only thing I'm concerned about. But you hypocrites that want to talk about what other people are doing, you're bullies. Look at what's going on in your sector before you come for mine. And again, through Abraham, all nations will be blessed. I'm not trying to start no war with nobody. I'm just stating my opinion, and I'm pretty much sick of hearing it. There are 30 something versions of the Bible where they have broken it down. They don't have the thou, the art. Hold on for a moment. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Ghetto Child Clinic, how you doing? And see, you should have been in here. From now on, when I put these little things up, I'm gonna make sure. Cause like I said, some of them up there 3 times, and I need glass. I be on my phone. I've got to start sitting at my computer more. I just ordered a chair. Another thing I want to talk about is Kanye West, known as Ye. Just as much as Kanye might be a clown, well, I'll never call him a clown. People want to call him clowns. Um, he's having a mental breakdown. He's this and he's that. In the midst of all of that, Kanye has been dropping some gems out of this world. At the end of the day, Kanye is still one of us. See, when I say my people, we such hypocrites. We get mad at people and say they enslaved us, or the ones that enslaved us. But you got people saying, well, if he ran, I wouldn't vote for him. Now, again, the views and opinions expressed are just those of little old me, Miss Darlene April, better known as April Showers. See, Kanye will always be my brother. And if Kanye ran for president, I would vote for him. We had the orange guy in there. We got the one in there now. We don't know if that's even him. His mind ain't even all the way there. We're still programmed to not like our own people. He's no different than anybody else. Mental illness is real. Barack Obama only had one term as a senator before they put him up to be a president. Trump didn't have any political experience. Why would I not give Kanye West a chance? But we'll sit up and let somebody tell us we black. We'll make a woman black who done threw all kind of black men in jail, but we won't give Kanye West a chance? That bothers me. It's like we're still being divided. He's no different from the rest of those people in office. They all have mental health issues. They say, oh, if you saw Kanye West, you vouching for him, you saying this, he wouldn't give you a damn if you saw him. Well, neither did Barack Obama. Neither did Biden. Neither did Trump. No, none of them give me nothing if I saw him. It's like the division. We're being divided again. We're being divided again. Whether he married that woman of another race, that still don't matter. He came out of the hood. He grew up in Chicago. He was in the White House with Larry Hoover's grandson, still trying to help fight for the safety of Chicago. And he talking about them other people that run the world. We can't say anything about them. Look what happened to Nick Cannon. He's still one of us. And I'm going to stick by him to the end. Crazy. Clown or whatever y'all want to call him. Look what we had this last one do. They attacked the Capitol. They attacked their own country. Like, really? We're still being divided. Don't allow yourself to be divided. It still continues. They aren't talking about Brett Favre stealing that money from the Mississippi Welfare Department as much as they are talking about Kanye. Because we're talking about our own. We're not saying Brett Favre should be arrested. Things that make you go, And like I said, these are just my observations. You know, I respect everybody's opinions when they go in their shows. I sit there and I listen to you talk about my pastors and my bishops and, you know, we ain't going nowhere. I do this. I sit there and I listen to you. And then I sit there and I listen to you talk about my black brother Kanye, whether I don't care if he done had a mental breakdown. He's still one of us. But, you know, I didn't think Trump was bad. Hey, Derek Iverson. Hey, Yaya. Ghetto Child Clinic. We're still allowing ourselves to be programmed. Because at the end of the day, he's dropping gems. We can't even say anything good about him. It's like the programming doesn't stop. They're still doing it. Everybody's so vocal now. You so vocal, you want to tell me the two things that my parents told me to never talk about, and I never have. I mean, I've made my things, but they told me respect other people's opinions. Don't get into heated arguments with people, you know. But as I look at the bigger picture, we're still being programmed. And you're helping with the programming. If you're talking about what I do, what church I attend, what my pastor ain't teaching or what he ain't teaching, you're a bully. Y'all talking more about Kanye West, and we got Brett Favre that stole money. They trying to get Donald Trump arrested. He's still one of us. He would get my vote. I would run to the polls. I would cha-cha to the polls for Kanye. We done gave everybody else a chance. They done used us for their agendas. Their agendas to promote everything that's wrong. And here you got somebody trying to give you some gems. And we want to say, oh my God, I would never vote for him. Couldn't be any worse than what we done had. But you wouldn't even give your brother a chance? That bothers me. I don't care about the mental illness. I don't care that he married a white woman. I would still give him a chance. But, you know, we talk about our own. We're the only people that's on here talking about this religion, that religion, the pastors. We're the only people down in Kanye West. It's the black people. You ain't seen none of the white people talk about Trump. They call him for Trump. And I'm going to tell you, I watched that stuff on the news. I actually felt bad for those people when they did the recap. Those people were scared for their lives. And I like Trump. I said Trump didn't pass no laws to hurt us nor help us. Well, actually, he helped some because a lot of people he did part in them. Y'all think Joe Biden did something great because he let some people with some marijuana charges go? What about all them people in the 90s? Where like two generations was broken. I mean, you got people still suffering behind them sending all these black men to prison. But y'all forgave him. You went and cha-cha to the polls. He told you wasn't black, but you won't even support your own brother. Again, this is April Showers. It's just my opinion. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm still going to go over there. I'm just giving my input. Just as I've respected your opinion, I thank people for not writing any comments because I've been in people's shows and I've listened to them talk about everything. And I appreciate the respect that I've been given today. Hey, Miss Frugal. And I just appreciate this, but because I'm thinking, am I going through something? Because, like I'm 60, I'm older. Let me see. I done been through the menopause. I done been through this, and I'm like, am I going through something? But I'm like, I just felt like this was something I wasn't getting ready to keep quiet about no more. It was starting to bother me. The two things that they have used to divide us, which is religion and politics, you're still helping these people keep us divided. We so caught up in their way and their way of thinking that we won't even give our own brother a chance. That bothers me. That really bothers me. It does. Because at the end of the day, I look at everybody that has been president, and ain't none of them been about nothing. We have a former president that had people so gum that they attacked the Capitol. And we're not outraged and calling for a woman to be arrested. Where there was 91, all these millions of dollars in Black Lives Matter. And we're not even calling for her arrest. The biggest organization, and it was not started by her, it was handed over to Miss Patrice. She did not do the right thing. They had chapters everywhere. Something like how Operation Push was, the NAACP. But we're not supposed to talk about our people. No, that's when it comes to something like this, we all should be up demanding for her arrest. I want them 20 million to go back, to come back from them alphabet people that she donated that money to. $1 million to go to each state. And so they get in there. And I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up here. And I'd be glad for you to come up here, Mr. Iverson. And this is what I try to tell people. Them people don't care about us. We don't care about us. They got all of that money and she did nothing. She did nothing with that money that she was supposed to do with the money. Gave it to the alphabet people. See, we still got stuff taken from us, stuff that was meant for us. But then we talk about Kanye West. But Kanye West he is still giving these families his own personal money. Whether he wrote it off for a tax write-off, I don't care. They all connected. They're still playing the game. And we are still getting further divided now. That's the link. If anybody wants to come up, I understand. I usually don't talk about this, but it's just got to be so sickening. It's what? No, it's brought a sadness to me. Half of those people on the Supreme that are Supreme Court judges they've got sexual abuse charges on them. They're the alphabet people, and they're still in they're sitting at the highest court. Some have even became presidents, and we won't give our brother Kanye a chance. That saddens me. I give Kanye West a chance in a minute. I don't care who like it. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying. Just respect me as I respect you when I've been in your shows. You talked about my pastors and my church. I believe in a higher power. There's something out there. I'm connected through everything. The God of all religions, because all of us, all nations gonna be blessed. So that's all I worry about. It's me doing the right thing. But that's sad that we won't give our brother a chance. Every comment this dude makes, they got the microscope. Every comment he makes. It's like they're recording it and then they're going back, they're dissecting it. Kanye done gave us some of the greatest gems. I done learned a lot from his rants. One thing for sure, he didn't tell his supporters to go attack anybody, to meet him somewhere. Kanye West, it was reported this morning, he's going to start his own social media site. They kick him off. See, they did the same thing to Nick Cannon. He had to go back, apologize for the truth. I don't care. He got 9 babies, 10 babies. That's on him. I ain't got to feed him. He got to answer to that. He got to answer to 9 kids when he get grown. 9, however different baby mamas he got. But at the end of the day, he still spoke the truth. We can't even stand behind a man when they speak the truth. Oh, we run. Oh, they crazy. Those people that he talking about, they do rule the world, the masses, and we aren't shit to them. They ain't gonna give us nothing. They done showed us what they gonna give us. Nothing. They gonna give it to us, and they gonna put somebody in a position that's gonna steal the money and give it to those people that we got black people promoting. that Dwayne Wade. They use us for their agendas. They don't care about that black woman stealing all that money. She gave it right back to them. So we hate the person that's bringing it to the forefront. Okay, hold on. I've got somebody. Hello.
Hey, God bless you. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Who am I speaking with?
This is Mr. Derek Iverson.
Hey, Derek, how you doing this beautiful
Man,
Monday morning? I
I'm
was
glad.
just, I usually don't get on these rants, but this Kanye stuff done bothered me. I said, I don't know if it's because I'm older. I done already went through menopause. Yes, I do have a boyfriend, so I am getting a little something. So I don't want nobody to talk about, oh, but she ain't over there getting no sex. She all wound up about something. Black people, we come up with every excuse for why folks on the rant. Well, I'm on the rant because I'm seeing this stuff like this. Now I'm gonna give you the mic, and I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'm gonna give you the platform.
All right. Well, I just wanted to get up and say real quick, when it comes to this voting in this season that we're in, we have to be very careful of who we elect. Trump has his problems. Trump shows himself. One thing I like about Trump is he's not a politician. I'd rather somebody be in there that's not a politician who don't know how to play the games. And one thing about Trump, he's gonna stand. One thing I recognize about Trump is he stand on the principles that was founded. He's going to help you keep your guns. He's going to uh, 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 put things into play for more money to come down the pike, as opposed to people making those backdoor deals. He's not the type to make the backdoor deal, and I'm not telling anybody to go out and vote for Trump or anything like that. You have to the bigger election. It's always some mess in it, but what I was taught by my grandfather is to pay attention to the local election in your city, because that's what's going to affect you the most. The laws that they pass in your city is going to directly affect you quicker than the laws that they pass in the White House, that they have to go through the Senate, they have to go through the floor, and different things like that. See, we pay a lot of attention about that national election, and then we don't get out to vote for our local election. And that's where it's going to affect us the most at the local level. Yeah, you're going to get a little backlash at the national level, but it's going to directly affect your neighborhoods, where you stay at, the programs that they got going on for the kids at the lower level. Focus on that first, and then pay attention to the politicians that they're trying to get up to Washington, that they're trying to put in the Senate and different things like that. See, they've been running the game on us for a long time. They both, it's just like I said in the comments, it's a left side and it's a right side, and they all playing for the same team. What I would like to see us as black people do is not attack one another. We can all have our personal opinions about whoever, but they have put people in our communities who look like us, who cause distractions and cause chaos in our communities, in order to get us not to go out and vote, in order for us to throw up our hands and be frustrated and say forget it. But you know what? We all got to start putting our trust and our hope back in God, or whatever deity that you serve. I serve God. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm not on here to advocate anybody go be whatever you decide to be, you be that. But put your focus on Almighty God, and let's start crying back out to Him, and He'll make the difference for us. He'll help raise up the right person to be able to put in a local election, to be able to put as a governor, to be able to put as a person who's going to stand no matter what. We have had a lot of great people come through the pike, but the higher you get, the more corrupt things get. And the Bible say, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." It didn't say money. It says, "But for the love of it, for the lust of it." And once we get somebody in there that's able to stand, that's able to stay the course and not be swayed by money, not be swayed by popularity. Why do you guys think there has never been another move like it was when Dr. Martin Luther King came along? Jesse Jackson don't have the power that Martin Luther King has. Al Sharpton don't have that power. These are people who were put in our communities in order to directly deal with those folks, and they use them as gatekeepers to keep us in a place. We need somebody who came to realize. Dr. Martin Luther King came to realize and understand that no matter what negotiation he was going on with them people, it was still going to be detrimental to us. So he decided to kick against the pricks. And when he decided to kick against the pricks, that's when they killed him. That's when they assassinated him. So we just got to be more vigilant. We got to be more open-minded about different things. And then we got to start policing our own communities. We got to start coming back together, no matter who you don't like, no matter anything like that. Put those differences aside and let's come together collectively as a people. And I'm not saying kick all white people out, or I don't have anything against a white person. They asked me one time, was I prejudiced? And I said, yeah, but I'm not prejudiced to color. I'm prejudiced to ignorance. If you ignorant, no matter whatever color you are, I got a problem with you. But there's some people out there who have like minds like ours, who want to see our community grow, who want to see us grow as a collective people, as a whole. And I think we can get it done once we come back together as a community, come back together in the spirit of unity. And that's just my comment. That's all I have to say.
And I thank you. I thank you for that. And I agree the same way. I've got white friends I've been friends with since junior high school. We get together
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, people I went to school with. I grew up, I was born in Chicago, down in Joliet. So most people, we went to school with everybody.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'm just saying that, we got to stop doing this.
We got to.
I don't know. It just, it hit me this weekend. Like I say, this Kanye West is really showing me, hey, African dreaming, like how really divided and hey, it is what it is.
We are really divided, and we've been divided. We've been divided for so long because of that. That still we still got to shed that slave mentality. We got to quit. We got to quit hating on one another.
We can give everybody a chance.
We can. We can.
Give everybody a chance, but our brother. That bothers me. That bothers me.
It goes back to that old time.
It bothers me. I'm just, gonna call it the way I see it. It bothers me.
Call a spade a spade. I definitely understand.
Calling a spade a spade. It bothers me that we will give them folks chances and we won't give our brother a chance. He's a clown. He's mental. He must be off his head. All the other people did it
Yeah, they can say, we can say the same thing about Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch the gentleman up there saying the speech, and he be speaking on one thing, and then next thing you know, he changed the whole different subject in midstream. So could we say he got Alzheimer's? I don't know, but I know something ain't actually right with it. You know what I'm saying? But he's the president of the United States. You dig what I'm saying? Hold on one second.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
I called to the
I'm sorry, guys.
water and everything, and I sell my bill is not coming.
So you got somebody actually staying here at this location?
Yeah. And
What I need for you to do is put your name on a piece of paper and put it inside the mailbox, and I'll make sure you get your mail, because you guys been working on this house, and it look like nobody's there. If it look like nobody's there, I'm not gonna leave the mail because that's
Yeah,
against the
he
law.
told me to
Yeah,
see you. That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened. And
So that's what happened. If you put your name on there, I'll make sure you get your mail. I'll make sure I look out
okay,
for you.
get my name in there. What I
Yeah,
put in
put
there?
it on the mailbox. Just put it on the mailbox. Just put your last name or the mail that you want coming here.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, what's your last name?
Javier Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Uh-huh.
So I'll make sure all mail for Gonzalez
Okay,
go
I put
inside.
Javier Gonzalez in there.
Put it in there.
And my wife too. I put Javier Gonzalez and Lucia
Yes, sir.
Lopez de
I'll
Gonzalez.
take care of you. Bless. Have a blessed day. I'm
Right.
sorry, guys.
You know,
I'm
we have
sorry. I
African
apologize.
Dreaming in here, and I would love to talk to him because I know they are staying in another country now, and I wanted to know African Dreaming. Were you guys in the United States, and then you moved over to Africa, or was it the West Indies? I don't know, but I would love to have you on
Let
the
me
show.
tell you what, Miss April. Let me get off the line and I'll let African Dream come up. And
Well,
I'm
I
actually
don't know
working. I'm a
if
mail
you have
service
a
provider.
lot of
So,
people just come in and speak, but other
oh,
than that,
okay, okay,
I was gonna just, end the show. That was
okay.
just a
No,
rant. I'm just saddened that we are still allowing people to program us. We're still going along with the programming. When you come talking about what my pastor do, what
hmm
preachers do, this ain't that. You still part of the programming. Again, through
well,
any kind of donations from
you
us,
you know what's
necessarily through
yeah,
religion.
you know what's sad, Miss April, is that we have forgotten to put who to put our trust in.
Yeah.
You pastors are
Oh, there
men.
we go.
No, okay, pastors are men, and a pastor is an imperfect person. We should never put our total trust in anybody but God. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Because He's the one that's not going to let us fail. But I digress, and I'll let African Dream speak. And I just wanted to get on and share that part
I
again.
thank you. I thank
Thank
you.
you for allowing me to come up, and I appreciate you definitely.
Yeah.
Have a
So,
great
so
day.
you black folks that's talking about my pastor, look at the mirror. Like I say, ain't none of us perfect. Hey, African Dreaming, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing, Miss April?
It's
Showers, how you
fine.
doing?
I'm glad to have you. I'ma tell you, I've never forgotten about that lamb and goat meat challenge. With
Yes, ma'am.
every YouTuber channel that I done went into, they did something that captured me.
Yes,
Y'all
ma'am.
did that goat lamb challenge. Wellness with Frugal Mom, like she does the exercise, but she gives the motivation. Now this
Yes, ma'am.
lady, uh, Miss Khadija, now I know she's a woman probably in her 40s, close to 50s, maybe. She did that hot food challenge, and I was scared for her last week watching her. I'm just like, oh my goodness. So all of these shows, you guys have done something. But what I wanted to ask you, African, can you give us a bio? And was you in the United States before you moved to the other countries? Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic. You have the floor.
Hey, Miss April Showers. I just want to say hello to.
Yeah.
But he walked off as soon as you asked that question, Miss April. Um, to answer your question, yes, we are from the United States. We are from Texas, originally born and raised, but we've kind of lived some everywhere in the states and in different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we're a married couple.
Been married about 20 years. Actually been together 20 years. Um, we just decided to take some time and see what life would be like over here. Take our chances with starting a business and seeing what life would be like, and uh, just giving it a shot. So that's pretty much what we about. We just first while I got you on here, why you allowed us to come up, which we appreciate and thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being so supportive.
Yes.
Thank you for your channel, the way that you share your thoughts and opinions, and you always open-minded and open to different perspectives while still maintaining your core values and beliefs. You can't do nothing but respect that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for having us, Miss April. But yeah, we just some country folk who decided to live in Africa, and that's pretty much it. Like our channel say, we just being country in another country. We showing what life is like for us, some of the experiences that we have, some of the things that we encounter, the similarities between being an American Southerner, and how that compare with being over here in East Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of similarities, and it's also a whole lot of differences. So our channel is more or less just showing y'all, the differences between the two, the variations, and what life like for us.
Yeah.
What you got, babe?
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. We do some cooking, do a little gardening, farming.
Mm-hmm.
Our biggest thing is helping each other, helping everybody. That's what we want to do with our channel, mainly.
Absolutely.
Because we feel like anybody who wants to get on this platform, you can do it. It's not going to be easy,
Right.
but you can do it, and we're going to be there to encourage you, support you, whatever you need. We like good people, like-minded people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always positive vibes over here.
Good vibes only. That's mandatory.
Right. We like to laugh. We might drop some heavy subject matter and talk about, some real things going on in the world. But it's always a little levity to it. We like to have fun. I think when people come over to the channel, they feel seen,
Mm-hmm.
and they like to rock with us because we like to have a good time. We enjoy seeing people come in. We enjoy speaking to everybody. We enjoy watching other people grow. All that good stuff. That's what we about.
Absolutely, baby. And something else I say, it's so much negativity in the world. There's so much of this and so much of that. One of the good things about channel creation or having your own platform, whether it's across social media or whether it's just here on YouTube, you get to be what you always wanted. So if you always wanted to be, like Baby just said, that kind of that style that's always uplifting and always positive, or as much as you can. That don't mean you can't talk about some grown folk stuff, some heavy subjects, and everybody entitled their opinion. But the way we try to do it is just, do it with as much respect and consideration as possible, and no drama.
No drama.
No drama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. But
I've
go
got
ahead,
a
Ms.
question to ask. Now, because they say people over there from Africa don't like us. Is that true?
Well, we can't speak for Africa as a whole. We can only
Right.
speak for where we at, and that's Tanzania. And we haven't experienced that.
Right.
They've been very, very welcoming. It's a curiosity they ask us about here. A lot of people we've met have been to the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and they've come back. And we're always greeted with you're welcome, you're home. We're glad that you're here.
Absolutely.
So that's what we've been met with. We can't speak for everywhere. I don't know. And
Right.
we haven't met everybody in Tanzania.
Right.
But that's been our experience so far.
Yeah, I totally. And I add this to that. So you got 54 countries in pretty much one of the biggest geographical land masses on this planet, which is the continent of Africa. Got 54 countries in it. When we, like on our channel, see, this is something deciding to live in Africa was something that we did just for us. There's no, we don't really get into, like, we don't push people to say, oh, everybody should move back to the motherland. Everybody should come back here and do this. No. We want everybody to be happy with wherever they decide to live in life. If you never leave your hometown, we happy for you. If you move from Texas to California, we happy for you. If you move from California to Texas, we happy for you that way too. So the biggest reason, in addition to that we don't ever push what we do or how we feel on other people, is because just to show, as we on this platform right now, you could spend 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and Google or get on YouTube and type in African Americans don't like Africans. You're gonna find some videos. You could Google Africans don't like Black Americans. You're gonna find some videos, because I believe overall, I'm not gonna say it's true, but you could always find some, even if it's one person, that's enough for that one video to have 10 million hits. So you can always find somebody that don't like somebody else wherever you look in this world. So
and I will say also, just from being on the stateside perspective, when we were in the States, we lived in Seattle for many years before we moved here. We're originally from Texas, but we lived in Seattle for a while. And there's a lot of different people in Seattle from all over. We met a lot of people from Africa, from Ethiopia, from Senegal, from the Gambia, Ghana, all of, and they were Lagos, all over, and they were always very nice to us. We had a neighbor that was from the Gambia, and he treated us like family. He invited us to his naming ceremony.
Oh, for his daughters?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Just because it was one day I was in the car and it was snowing, and somebody was scraping my windshield off. I'm like, who that? Who is that?
I remember
and,
that.
He was scraping my, he was like, you're my sister. I want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
So those are things we've experienced so far.
And that ain't to say that nobody else ain't had a different experience.
Right.
Because, we all walk through this life on different paths and with different things that we encounter. But for us, we had a lot of continental African friends before we ever even set foot in Africa.
Right.
So I hope that helped, Miss April.
Yes, it did. Now, I know people probably thought y'all was crazy. Do y'all have any children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No children? Okay. All right. Has anybody come over there to visit y'all?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. That's the plan. It's a lot of people who are eager. It's been both ways. It's kind of a mixed bag. Some folks would think you crazy, and other folks would think it's inspiring.
Right.
Because we get a whole lot more of like, I say it's about 50-50. Some people like, man, I never heard of Tanzania in my life. I've never had any desire to go to Africa. And I'm talking about Black folk. And we don't take no offense to it, because that's fine, because nobody is obligated to.
Right.
So we've had that, and then we've had other people who like, man, y'all kind of pump me up. Like I never saw myself doing it, but now I want to come visit. It may not even be Tanzania. It might be somewhere in West Africa. It might be like I want to go visit Ghana, or I want to go visit the Gambia or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
and for the most part, I can't say anybody. All of our family was very encouraging and supportive. Yes, they had questions.
Right.
That was only because of concern and just things you see on TV and you don't know how it is because you haven't been there. And it's a genuine fear because they don't know.
Right.
But for the most part, our family's like, okay.
Our family's real supportive.
Very, very supportive.
They know we're going to do what we going to,
I was actually real shocked. I was looking for the opposite.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of, okay, well, go. Y'all be careful. Y'all be safe. Go do it. Go see it.
Go live.
Go see it. Go live it. Yeah, like Baby said, it encourages more people to want to come. I know the people that said they want to come visit probably never thought about coming to Africa, but they have somebody here that they know that they can come visit. I think that might be some of the deterrent for some too. They don't know anybody there, or they might not speak the language, or they just have their reservations. But yeah, so far it's been good. And our families, like I said, it was concerns,
Right.
but
Okay, I got another question. Hey, TSM the rapper, you better call me. I need a new intro. Hey, MTG, VTV, and Big Tim. Um, I can remember, when everybody wanted to wear their clothes, and they were like, "We wearing their clothes." Do they wear all of those garments every day?
Yeah, it's like it's a mix. You'd be surprised. You see 50-50. You see people dressed like a normal, like just like very Western, like American style clothes, Nike caps and t-shirts and jackets and regular jeans and t-shirts. And then you also see people wear traditional African garments. You see
right.
people wearing, I think now dashikis are more of a West African style, but
Right.
yeah, you see people dressed very traditionally. You see people wearing kufis. You see people wearing African style clothes. But again, it's so big, and West Africa is very different from East Africa.
Yes.
Northern Africa up in Egypt is very different from northwestern Africa over in Morocco. So it's like
Mhm.
this place is huge, and
And
go ahead,
yeah,
man.
and I would say it's kind of generational too. Like the
Very.
younger
Yep.
people, they dress like we do in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And the older people, they wear more of the traditional garb and clothing and all that, and then ceremonies
I
and
was gonna
stuff
say,
like
depending
that.
on the event,
Yeah, depending on the event,
they gonna wear their African
they'll
clothes
wear
because
that kijenge.
yeah, kind of represent your tribe or your region and your history. Because if you don't know some of the patterns, it's a lot of history and symbolism in the patterns of clothes that people wear over here.
Okay. Now, y'all documenting all of this because Netflix or somebody, one of them channels, reality shows, they should be watching y'all. They should
Yeah.
be, they should be keeping up with this. I mean, for somebody to get up and leave Texas down there, with they like to grill all of the corned beef and uh, then to move
Mm.
all the way to West Africa.
East.
That's something. That's something that I mean I would watch.
Oh well,
Yeah.
thank you, Miss April. It's.
Yeah.
I think
It,
that's what takes some of the fear away for it, and so many people that they like. Hey, I at least want to come visit or check it out because it is nothing exceptional about us. We just regular, everyday, normal country folk. Same folk to be at your job. Same
right.
folk that you went to high school with or college with, and we just it's like you. If we could do it, anybody could do it. It may not be the right place for anybody to live
Right.
permanently,
Right.
but definitely come visit if they choose to. So that's what takes some of the curiosity and mystery away, because if you grow up like we did and all you see is them commercials with folk got flies all over their eyes and everybody
Right.
starved hungry, that is not the case. That's so not what it's like.
Right.
But me,
There's very, very wealthy people here. Please don't mistake.
really.
Very wealthy people here.
And see
And
now a whole lot of myths that I had about Africa, y'all done straighten them out. Cause I
Mm.
thought everybody lived in huts. I mean, I knew people had homes, but you had to be rich, like part of the king and queen's family over there, and that they didn't like us. That you know, they don't wear
You
their clothes over there. Uh,
I think a lot of people think that because they don't see it. There's
mm-hmm.
no accurate representation of what it's like over here, really. And we're in East Africa, and it's different. Every African country is different. They do things differently. They're not all the same. Um,
okay.
and we've been to a few other places, so coming over here wasn't I mean, it's always an element of fear when you do something different.
Right.
But we've moved and we've lived in other countries before, so it wasn't. I mean, there were some things that weren't shocking to us because we've seen it other places, and some things you have to get used to.
Right. Right. And you know something else I want to say, Miss April, like back to your other question, with the family support, I try to encourage people because it's quite a few Americans over here. It's quite a few people from the UK, from South America, and black people who well, it's all kinds of races here, honestly. But when you ask about family, and baby, you kind of explained this real well. But I just want to add to it. Sometimes when, like you said, Miss April, so and I'm glad we can have any kind of impact that made you see, Africa or Tanzania with a little bit different eye, a little bit different perspective. So sometimes when people families are concerned, it's like, you crazy, why the hell you want to move, why you going over there? It's like, it's not from a place of not wanting to see you live your life. Sometimes it's from a genuine place of concern, because all you know is what the media has shown you. So you really just, it's from a place of genuine care and concern. But it's not like that. It's poverty here, it's poverty there. It's rich people here, it's rich people there. It's like, it doesn't come with all the conveniences that you have in the States.
Right.
But certain parts of life can be hard. But for the trade-off, for the level of peace that you have, it's going on, headed towards 2 years, hadn't heard one gunshot.
Right.
No, wow.
If anybody...
Yeah, we don't walk around worrying about being shot. We don't walk around.
Half of Chicago need to be over there then. We got DJ Chuck that has joined the panel. I'm going to bring him up here in case he want to ask some questions too. Half of Chicago need to be there because some of these kids, I mean, I would love to send a lot of them over there if they're not going to hear no gunshots, because they're mentally being messed up now, just growing up in these rough cities like Chicago.
Right.
Yeah, it's a whole different way of life.
Yeah.
Okay. DJ Chuck, you gonna have to unmute.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, his Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
When he comes in, he'll probably come back. Or let's see what he's gonna do.
Okay. But it's like, it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off because like you have issues sometimes with the infrastructure. And what I mean by that is all the roads, man. It's like it's like a little country town in East Texas back when I was a little boy. In some spots, you got plenty of dirt roads. You do have huts. So you do have mud village. You still have some people, especially in rural areas, living like they did 200-300 years ago. You do have that, and that's by choice. But at the same time, your daily efforts go into the same things that went into life 200 or 300 years ago. When the sun come up, you got stuff to do. You got to get out in the fields and start, getting your food together. If you got animals that need tending to, you got to tend to them while the sun up. So you busy, you occupied doing stuff, but at the same time, so much peace come with that cost. So it's like a trade-off. It all depends on what a person want out of life.
Right. And it's a pay-as-you-go society here. So a lot of people, what they make in that day, that's what they make in that day. That's what they spend in that day to feed their families. That's what they have. Like if our power went out right now, we just pay, punch a code in our meter, and the power comes back on. Cell phones, pay as you go. It's pay as you go.
Yep.
So there's no credit like that over here. There's like the old school credit, like,
Your
hey,
name.
your name, like, hey, I'm hungry. If can I get this today and I'll pay you tomorrow? Or can we trade for this? Or can we trade for that? So that's what it's like over here.
A lot of bartering.
A lot of bartering. Yeah.
I think she's still there. Miss April, you still there?
Still here. I'm still
Okay.
here, Chuck. Your Bluetooth. Hey, together. We have African Dream, and they are a couple that has moved from Texas to West Africa.
East Africa. Miss April.
Huh?
East Africa.
East Africa. They're in East Africa. Now, when y'all moved over there, and once you got there, did y'all feel like a sense of belonging, like I'm over here in Africa now? If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it was different. It was a different vibe. I mean, yes, but slowly. It's not a yes and no. It's a yes, but yes and slowly, because that whole hit of in real life seeing like giraffes and stuff being out there.
Yeah, not in the zoo.
Not in the zoo. You know, seeing like knowing like it's real monkeys in trees, and this ain't no game. This ain't for play. Like, we over here now, and we looking at this stuff and still learning the language. So, yeah. But it took some time to step in, you know, to kind of process. But at the same time, though, like we say, we had friends before we ever came here.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good friend who's from here, born and raised here, but he, when we first talked to him about visiting and or living or relocating or whatever, he was like, bro, I got you. We'll take care of you. We'll make sure I got you. Everything you need. You ain't got to want for nothing. Don't worry about nothing. We'll get you straight. I'll get you settled. He brought us into his family, his friend circle. Was 100 with everything he said he was gonna do. So our transition here was a lot easier than a whole lot of other people that we've met, because when we got here, we had a whole network of people like looking out for us. So
right.
Go ahead.
I think for me, it was like, wow, like we're in Africa, like we're really here. I can't say something just washed over me when I hit the continent, and I was like,
oh, is that what she meant?
I don't know. You have to
Okay.
add. I'm just explaining.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have this overwhelming feeling that I was called there or anything. I'm not saying people don't feel that. I just didn't. Not right away. Not right away. It was when, we're sitting on the porch and we see the palm trees and we see this beautiful sky and we hear monkeys in the distance and birds and flying and all that stuff. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm actually here.
And we live here.
And seeing people, almost everybody looks like you.
Talk about that for what you mean by that, baby?
Everybody's black. I don't feel black here, if that makes sense. I don't feel like a black person here. Everybody's black.
Yeah.
I just feel like April here. I just feel like a person here. That I'm just me here.
That's an unreal
I don't have
feeling.
to worry about my hair. If I have, my hair's natural, straightened right now. But I'm not worried about people wanting to touch my hair. I'm not worried about people questioning, my blackness, or because people when they see us
getting a perm and all this,
Yeah, and having to fit into certain beauty standards, all that stuff. When people see us here, they don't know we're not Tanzanian
at all.
We've had so many people say, "No, you're Tanzanian. You must have left for a little bit and came back." But no, you're Tanzanian. You're Tanzanian. Yes. They don't know until we start talking, and we are learning the language, so we can kind of carry conversation so much, and then they start rattling off that Kiswahili
real fast.
Like, dang, I'm caught. you know.
Right.
But and then they can kind of hear your accent too, and they're like,
Mhm.
where are you from? They don't even know if you're an American or not.
Exactly, because until you talk like that, so you from Jamaica, you from
Mhm.
Trinidad, or you
Mhm.
from the U.S., and you like, hey, Mimi Americani. So they Americani. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm from the U.S. because it's black folks from the U.K. over here. It's
Mhm.
black folks from all over the islands, from Jamaica to Trinidad, Tobago. Like I said earlier, to Colombia, to Brazil, and something unique about Tanzania, and this is what Baby was saying when she say they look like we all look alike. It's like I done seen people who look just like some of my cousins over
Mhm.
here, some of
Mhm.
my old teachers, some of folk I went to church with. Like some ethnic groups have a really distinct facial pattern, like
Some features.
features.
Yeah.
A lot of Ethiopians look alike,
Mhm.
have strong similarity. A lot of people from like I got homeboys from Gambia, and both of them, they Wolof. A lot of them have similar facial, like you could just kind of tell. In Tanzania, it's like walking around in a mall. You got yellow skin, yellow, high yellow, super blue, black, and everything in between. And the haircuts are the same. A lot of the hairstyles are the same. A lot of women wear their hair short, and a whole lot of women wear their hair down their back
Mhm.
naturally.
Mhm.
So
So
yeah,
over there, together
no, go
we
ahead.
break the chains. Wanted to know what made you guys move to Africa.
You want to take this, baby?
Yeah.
A
A lot
lot,
of things.
a lot, a lot.
It was
And
so
then how
much.
long did you study and prepare and plan? So yeah, okay.
Okay.
Uh, it was a lot of things. A lot of people say the rat race, and that's a real thing. Just working every day, all the time, and you don't see yourself moving forward. You don't see yourself reaching your goals because every time you reach your goal, they move the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you work really hard, and you're doing all this stuff, and you just don't feel like you living or being all you want to be. Um, that's part of it.
That's part of it.
A lot of stuff that was going on in the States at the time. Us just wanting to see it because,
Yeah.
we've traveled before and we hadn't traveled in a long time. We were taking care of a sick parent,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot of things we couldn't do that we wanted to do because, we need to be responsible and take care of our business and take care of our uh,
Yeah.
take care of our parents and things we need to do. So there's a lot of things we couldn't do
Right.
at the time. And then when we got the chance and things started slowing down a little bit for us, we were like, okay, let's move around again. Let's
Yep.
start moving and shaking again.
Yep. Yep. So just to give clarity a little bit, like we took care of my mom. My mom in the life phase lasted almost a full 2 years. So we spent that time being caregivers and working.
Mhm.
But period. That's like all we did. Uh, a lot of things happened and made us look at life like, man, which was sometimes life will remind you of stuff you already know.
Right.
And everybody with reason know that we not here for forever. Not in this form, not in this flesh, not in this realm, not on this earth. So between my mom passing in 2019 up till two months before we got on the plane to come over here, we lost six relatives.
Yeah.
Almost back to back.
And it shifted some things and put some things in perspective and made us realize, like Babe said, it's stuff you already realized. We realized again
Mm-hmm.
that life is very short.
Yep.
And if it's something you want to do, it's something in your heart, you should do it because it's always going to be a reason not to.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing you can do is try. If it's not for you, that's cool. Then
do something else.
But at least try.
Yeah.
So it the last 4 or 5 years of life
Mm-hmm.
was a little difficult. saw a lot of death, and it put a lot of things in perspective for us too.
Yeah. In addition to that, you know, we I don't, you know, I won't. This your show, Miss April, so I won't slide over too far into the state of the world or the state of the states, because you know that's our home. This is our home as well. But you know,
Right.
we Texans, we Southern born and raised, East Texas, and
Okay.
go ahead.
Chuck to come back. Chuck, can you do a mic check or go to Instagram? I put that link. Can you hear me now? Chuck. Chuck, go to Instagram. I sent you the link through there. Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The second part of your question, Miss April, did we plan? How long did we plan for it?
Few months.
Not long. I would, if you're gonna do something like this, I would take a little longer than that.
Right.
Right, because the more you think about it, the more you might not go.
That's true. That's true too. But it does take some planning, and you need to.
Oh yeah, because I mean, even me leaving Illinois, moving to Little Rock, I just got up and did it, and then moving from Little Rock, I lived in Dallas, Texas.
All right.
Okay,
I wouldn't have lived in Dallas, Texas for 2 years.
So did we. I mean, not for 2 years. We from there, so you know, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Break the chain. Would love to talk to you guys and have her on our show. Yeah, this is very interesting. Oh, I know another. Now, do they have church over there, or is it all spirituality? How is it over there?
Oh no,
got
ma'am.
churches
They
everywhere.
Somebody's churching right now. I hear it.
It's in the background.
It's loud.
Y'all just can't hear it.
It's a lot of different
denominations
here. Most of the people that we met are Lutheran.
A lot of Lutherans.
There are no denominations, you said?
There's quite a few.
Oh, there's different denominations over there too?
Yes. Yeah. You have. You have.
Oh, well, that would make sense because we got different bishops that's the ambassador for different countries. Duh. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have Catholicism. You have
heavy Christian.
Heavy Muslim. It's about 50-50 between Muslims and Christians, and then you also have traditional spiritual Africans. You have it's a lot. It's literally almost like the States in that regard, and everybody respect each other. People worship where they worship. You even have mixed families. Like it's not as common, but you can have, you know, a Christian husband or Muslim wife. It's complicated, and I don't really step off into people's faith that much. I just focus on us. We focus on us, but it's interesting to see. But everybody get along. Everybody respect the other person, what they doing and how they do it, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, the holidays is it's a big deal over here. Christmas is a big deal here.
Yep.
A lot of Tanzanians that live other places, they come home around this time of year. Thanksgiving is not really a thing here.
Not at all.
But Christmas and they have Tanzanian holidays as well. But Christmas and New Year's are big deals. Like right now is the holiday season. There's a lot of people coming home to see their family. And when they come home for like months. They come from like maybe October to the beginning of the year because that's like a big holiday time to be with family here.
Did it take y'all long to get used to like the water and food over there for your system?
Not really. Well, we still either filter or drink bottled water, just like we did in the States. Because even in the States, I mean, we live in a very nice area. But the water in the States, every state we done lived in, everywhere we been, no city that we lived in recommended drinking tap water unless it was filtered or you purchase water. So we still do the same things here. The food, we didn't have any.
Have no
Now we've
issues.
known people
Yeah.
who have,
We had, yeah.
who had to
Yeah.
get used to it because the food is different. It's a lot more natural.
Mhm.
And this ain't health advice, so we ain't making no health conclusions or nothing like that. But in the States, we've noticed, like, between living other places and coming back and moving to, being in different parts of the country, of the country in the U.S., food is a little bit different everywhere. So when you get over here, you getting food that's like, the level of freshness is a whole different thing. If you go to a restaurant, or if you go to somebody's house, or if y'all have a get together or a cookout, whatever vegetables you eating, somebody either literally just picked them, sent somebody to go pick them so they can come back and wash them and clean them right there on the spot. And the animal you eating, if you eating beef, if you eating pork, if you eating chicken, those animals are like slaughtered, processed, and then put either over a fire or in some hot grease, probably after you order it. So that level of freshness introduces new, it changes your microbiome in your gut a little bit. So your gut health start kicking in. So some people do have issues with that, but for us, we didn't. Nobody got sick. Nobody had no. I'll even tell the story. So I did have a little stomach thing going on. I was like, man, is this a bug? Did I pick up a parasite? Did I pick up, like, is something wrong? So I went to the doctor. They did. I had to go to the lab. They did my lab work and all of that. They tested for everything, no parasites. I sat back down with the doctor, talked to him, explained the symptoms, everything was going on. I had increased my water, and I was exercising more on my walks, and all it was my body cleaning itself out.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
All right. So even if you live over there, you still got to know how to eat right. All that bad food still over there too. Okay. Yeah.
No, there is no fast.
No,
I
No,
mean, not no bad food. Do they have a lot of fast food restaurants over there?
no,
Nuh-uh.
no, ma'am.
No, there's no chains, there's no Popeyes, there's no
There's
McDonald's, there's no Sonic,
no
there's
KFC.
yeah, there's
The only
Oh
they
Lord,
got
I don't know if I could survive then.
none.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real because I eat a lot of fast foods. It's only me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No
We do
fast
too.
food restaurants.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we stuff we miss. There is
KFC
yeah,
and Pizza Hut.
Pizza
Pizza Hut and KFC in the whole country, as far as we know, and it's only two of them. There are only two restaurants in the whole country.
and they're different. They're not gonna be. They're not gonna have the same taste as like the pizza in here. It's still good. It's still pizza, but it doesn't have the same taste because there's certain things that chemicals and things that are in foods that are legal here.
Right.
Like
Or they legal in the States,
they're
but
legal
they
in the States,
not.
but not legal here.
But not legal
Yeah,
here.
just like hot Cheetos. There's hot Cheetos and stuff like that, but it doesn't taste the same because it doesn't have the same stuff that flies in America doesn't fly here, so it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this has been very nice. I'm glad y'all came over. Like I say, that goat and lamb challenge, and then I've been going in your shows. You did real good on Family Feud the other night.
Thank you, Miss April. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Uh-huh. I'll be going all around. Well, you know, it might be some place I would try to go on vacation, but it's just me. I don't know if I would move there. But
Right.
Now, Miss,
I would
today,
definitely, after talking to you guys, and I'm gonna have to be honest, and I'm gonna really have to call my cousin, who's been married to a Nigerian, and I'm gonna tell you, I used to always be like, Lord, please don't let her go over there. I mean, I would be terrified if she
Right.
went over there because I didn't think she would come back.
Right.
And
Right.
but now, I feel a little bit better. She might be
Mm-hmm.
surprised to hear that. Um, she finally
Good.
made a
Good.
confession to us that really bothered her. Us always
Yeah.
talking about her Nigerian husband, but it wasn't that we
Mm.
was talking about her. If I didn't hear from her from a period of time, the first thing my man, I thought he done took her over there to his country. So
Right.
Right.
yeah,
Well, 'cause it can come from a place of love, but
Right.
it can also come from a place of just genuinely not knowing. And when you don't know, some people fear what they don't understand. And that's part of what we strive to do without telling nobody what they should or shouldn't do, where they should or shouldn't live, or should or shouldn't go. We try to break down some of the mystery and tabooness, because it's just like any other place on this planet. Some places are better than others, some are a little worse, but it's just another place. It's
Mhm.
just another place. And like, if somebody say, "Oh, well, I'm going to France for 2 weeks, and I'm on walk around and eat crunch," folks like, "Ooh, hey, good for you. You going?" If you go say you going to Africa, folks like, "Ugh, what the heck?
Why you
Why
going
you
over
going to
there?
Africa?"
Yeah.
It's because of the media influence that people have been bombarded with their whole entire life. And in some instances, all you know is what you see. So we hope we helping to break down some of those
yes, you
stereotypes.
have. And we got Miss Uniquely Made, and she lives over in the UK. Miss Uniquely Made. I'm interviewing African Dreaming. They left Texas and they moved to East Africa.
Hey,
Hello,
uniquely made.
how you doing?
Yes, and she lives in the UK. And
Okay.
this is what I like about social media because I'm telling you, while other people beefing, I'm learning information. Barriers for me are being broke down. Hold on. Um,
Okay. So while Miss April taking that call, doing what she doing, let's look at the chat on my other device real quick. I would love to
Yeah.
talk
Oh,
to them
together
as
we
well.
break chains productions. Absolutely. Please email us. We would love to.
okay.
Absolutely. No.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, you lived in Irving for a while.
All
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I
All
lived
right.
in Dallas. And matter of fact, I worked at the Embassy Suites there, right off 35. Then I went to the
Right.
Marriott.
35.
Right.
Okay.
Right off Stemmons Freeway.
I
Oh.
So
know.
we
Oh
got
yeah.
Miss Unique. Hey, Miss Unique, come join the chat. I got to run downstairs. Somebody went and picked my medicine up for me. If anybody want to have any more questions, if not, I'm gonna have to end the show. I
Okay.
got to go pick up my medicine.
That's fine, Miss April. Look, we'll go ahead and step down. We got to get back to work. But thank you for having us up.
Oh
Uniquely
yeah.
made.
Oh wait a
Anybody?
minute. Oh, one last question. They're gonna have to hold on. What are y'all occupations now over there in East Africa?
Small business owners. We
Mhm.
we in the poultry. We started a little poultry
There she
business
go. I'll be right
upon
back, y'all. I got my girl Miss Unique.
Hello,
hey, you
hello. How's
Okay, I'll
everyone
be right
doing?
back. Give me 5 minutes. I got to get on the elevator and everything. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
Okay.
Hey,
How is
uniquely
everyone
made.
doing?
We're good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing magnificent. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely.
Yes, so you're Americans and you're in Africa. So how long have you been over in Africa?
About 16, 17 months.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere off in there. Are
Okay.
you in the UK?
Yes, actually, I've lived and worked in 8 other countries.
Okay, cool, cool,
Nice.
cool. How
Mm-hmm.
you like
Mm-hmm.
UK like?
The UK is okay. With me, it's all about my coins. You see, long as I'm making my coins, I'm okay.
Right.
But yes, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm thinking of making a change within the next, year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be time to move on and do some other things. So,
Okay.
but yeah, yeah, yeah. So you've been in Africa for what part of Africa?
We're actually in East Africa.
You're in East Africa. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because East Africa is quite big. Do you want to be a little bit more
It's-
specific?
okay. Tanzania. I'm sorry. I didn't know what part of the conversation you had heard or didn't hear.
Well, yeah, I just actually just chimed in, so I just heard that you were over in Africa, and I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, lovely, lovely." Okay, you're in Tanzania. Okay, yes. I met when I was in London last year. I met a gentleman that was from Tanzania.
Okay. That's
Nice.
common. There's quite a few people
Yeah.
who go back and forth, and a lot
Mhm,
of nationals who live in the UK and have
mhm,
lived, and a lot of UK
Hmm.
citizens that come over here for whatever duration of time and
Right.
live over here too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
mhm. So are you two? Are you married? And you two moved over to Africa?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice,
Long
nice,
time.
nice, nice. So how was that transition? Because I'm presuming that this is your first expat sort of opportunity. Is that correct?
No,
No.
no,
No.
no,
Oh,
no.
No.
okay.
Yeah. We've been over Asia, around Asia,
Yeah,
and other places across the United States. So yeah, not a first rodeo.
yeah,
It is very
Okay.
yeah. It
Okay, so
is
you've
very
lived in other countries as well.
yes. Yes.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So how are you enjoying it?
So far, it's been amazing.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
we
good.
like it. It's a good fit for us. It
Hmm.
might and probably wouldn't be for everybody. That's why we on our channel, on our platform, because we also content creators. We don't really have a concern with what other people do as far as pushing the idea or concept of relocation or repatriation. If that's something you want to do, fine. If you don't, that's good too. We want people to be happy with wherever they at. So we just kind of chill and
Yeah,
focus
Hmm.
on
yeah. We don't get in grown folk business. We
that's
like to say
that's
that.
when I say it. We don't
You
get in
go
grown
where
folk
you
business.
go where you celebrate it, go where you want to be. We do say often though that if you're looking to come here, we would visit
Definitely,
first,
definitely.
and this is a hard place to start if you've never been
Out of the
out
U.S.
of your home country.
home
This is
country. Period.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is a hard place to start. So that's
Hmm.
as far as we go with it.
yeah,
But yeah, if you come out here, experience it, have an open mind, and we hope you have a great time.
yeah. And what about you? Do you
Yeah.
have any perspective? I mean, you said you was thinking about moving around in the near future. Do you have any ideas of where you might want to adventure to next?
Well, I guess maybe the phone cut off. I've lived and worked in 8 other countries. So the country that I'm in right now is number 8.
Okay.
Right. No,
Hmm.
I heard.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
heard you.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know yet, to be honest with you. What is your
Oh,
name?
oh, I'm Will.
Will. Okay. Yes, I don't know yet. What I normally do, and this is the God heaven truth, I have a globe in my house, the little
Mm-hmm.
spin around globe. And whenever I'm looking to relocate to another country, I spin that globe and I close my eyes. And wherever my finger points, that's the country that I go to.
Oh, that's what's up.
Ooh, you
That's
Yeah.
brave, sis.
that's
Oh
hey,
yes.
hey,
Oh yes. I'm academically achieved. So I can work and live anywhere in the globe, you see.
Nice.
that's
So
that's what's
I try not to travel to a place and then decide, okay, yeah, I'm going to go there and live. No, I've
Hmm.
never done that. Never. So
yeah.
where I'm going to go next, I don't know. I really don't know.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've considered Chile, maybe. I don't know.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
What are the
yeah.
other countries that you have been to, if you don't
Well,
mind
for
sharing?
for it's what it's working.
Yeah, that you've been to.
Or
that
live
that
in,
I've
but
yeah that I've lived and worked now. When you say been to, now I've traveled to 30 other countries. So
oh,
we'll be here all day and night. Some of them I have to think. Okay, did I go to that country? Because I've been traveling for so many years. But my first overseas contract was in Bermuda.
Oh wow.
nice.
Yes. Yes, that was my first overseas, and that was well over what 20 something years ago. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been, on other countries, which I prefer to keep that a bit under the radar because we know,
Understood.
you
Understood.
you understand because these
Right.
people, how they can be. But
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. That was one of my first overseas, and it was tough for 6 months because I had never worked abroad before,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
but I made it through. I definitely made it through. And the nice thing is, what a lot of individuals don't realize is that when you work abroad, you have that 100% support from that organization. It's not like
Right.
you go in there and they just dump you off in the middle of the sea and say, okay, paddle your way to land. No, you have a really really good incentive package. Well, I know
Right.
I did. I did.
Mm.
So, a lot of people, they don't see that. They don't understand that. They just hear all the negative things of, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this person went over here and they was raped and trafficking. And no, I've never, knock on wood, I've never experienced anything of such.
Yeah,
And
us neither.
Right.
you see, and I
Nah, for
traveled
us.
solo. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I really, I'm like you guys, I think people need to just try it. And if you don't like it, you can always go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it takes some. It takes some. You got to kind of step out on faith, and our circumstances are different in the sense that like we kind of we over here freestyling. We stepped out on faith. We started a business that sometimes is a little more lucrative than not,
Hmm.
and it's still growing. So we don't, especially the country we in, we don't have the backing of we don't have a safety net or certain other things. So we really have to make it work. But I understand what you're saying,
Supposed to have one open and ready.
and good for you. For
I know, wait a minute. I'm going to light a cigarette. Oh, oops.
Oh.
hold on, yeah. Unique, you still there?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have the so it's a little bit different, and it can be kind of uh overwhelming a bit at times, especially in the earlier stages of it. But when, like you said, I think it's good for people to step out there and at least visit,
Yeah, at least go
explore,
see it. Yeah, absolutely.
because you only
Hmm.
live once.
You know what? That is so true. Who is
Yeah,
this on the panel?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that Miss April outside? And she got on the
Mm.
phone?
Yeah, she might not know her camera. I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
So, do you have children, or is it just you and your spouse?
Oh, it's just
Just
us.
us. No
Okay.
kids.
Okay. Good. Good. So, how much longer are you planning on staying there?
For the foreseeable, for a
Yeah.
while. I mean, we started a business, so we'll go back and spend some time in the States in the
Hmm.
next 7 months. But we plan on being here and being back and forth for a while.
Right. It's pretty
Okay.
open end. We plan on going to other African countries. It's still a lot going on as far as travel and
Right, which make it complicated.
what's going on globally with all of that. So,
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
but we definitely plan on
Nice.
we definitely plan on seeing some other places. But we think Tanzania is going to be, kind of home base, and we'll be back and forth here for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
built a lot
Yes.
of.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
No, have you been to Botswana?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh gosh, I want to go. Yeah, that's one of the first African countries. I've been to Johannesburg and I've been to Sierra Leone, but I definitely want to go to Botswana. I really wanted to work there because you know,
Hmm.
Botswana is one of the rich African countries.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's quite rich. And what's the other country? And Angola.
Yeah, that's more central, kind of western. Well, see, we got a
Yes.
little. Yeah, for us, it's about we kind of at a different space in all of this. I don't know. Well, like you said, you probably didn't hear that part because you jumped in the conversation after we had already maybe shared that. But our experiences from the last several years, 2019 to 2021 was like a lot. So right
Hmm.
now it's less about you need money. We got to have money, especially to do what we're doing, because if you're not making money, then you just exhausting capital, especially
Hmm.
being a business owner. But it's less about money or wealth or the wealth of a country. It's about quality of life that we pursuing. Um,
Hmm.
because Tanzania is a mixed bag. You got some people with a whole lot of money, and you got a whole lot of people that live in poverty. For us,
Hmm.
it's about the peace we find every day, the relaxation, the small things, the ability to kind of shift our schedule. And
Hmm.
if we need a break and we just want to sit out and look at some birds or something, or we want to look at some monkeys and some trees, that's where we find a new sense of value in life, because we did the whole full-time grind. Both
Right.
of us, two ships passing in the night, her shift and then my shift and our schedule. We married and don't even get to see each other. So, uh, it takes some sacrifices, but the quality of life is like that's priceless.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yes,
And
yes. Now, both of you, are you in the same sort of industry?
yeah, but we
are you talking about prior to moving here or now?
What? No, now.
We're business. We co-own the business, so we.
right.
I'm
Oh,
back. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, it's all about that quality of life and also just living somewhere where people they don't know anything about you. You see, because you are
Yeah,
an expat. I don't know if you use that term over there, but here I mean, all the countries we pretty much
Mhm.
we're
yeah,
expats, and
right,
I guess that's probably why I haven't went back to America
right,
because
right.
I
Well,
really do. I enjoy living abroad.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just peaceful. I mean,
Right.
it depending on where you go, but it's peaceful and it's chill and it's inviting, and we've had just a crazy amount of support,
Hmm.
and
We learned so much
yeah,
about
I said
Tanzanian culture, about ourselves.
facts,
Hmm.
facts.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Hmm.
Together we break chains production. As will you guys ever come back to America?
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know if you're asking if we'll ever come back to visit or if we'll ever come back to live. Those two different questions. To live, I don't know. We don't know.
we'll be back and
We'll
forth.
be back and
We got
forth.
family, so it'll probably be like how a lot of our Tanzanian friends do
Hmm.
now. They may live and work in the U.S., but when they do come back here, they come here for 2-3 months and
Right.
stay here.
And you never know what the future might hold. You
Right,
never know. So
right.
we won't
Hmm.
say never. But yeah, we definitely plan on coming back to say our family's there. People we
Hmm.
love are there. That America is home.
Hmm.
We made this, our home
Our home
here,
here, yeah.
but America is our home and our family is there and we love them. So yeah, absolutely would be home, and we're definitely gonna bring that as content so y'all can see us at home, because I think any of the people that are following us, they haven't seen us stateside. I think the only video we have of us being stateside is when we were coming from the States
Oh yeah,
traveling here.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
we haven't even shared that side of us. So I think that's why a lot of people are confused.
Right, being out in the
yeah,
country, they ain't seen us out in them East Texas
right.
woods, hunting and fishing and hanging out and just being country folk.
Barbecuing, doing all that stuff. Yeah, so
Nice, nice. In regards to, oh gosh, I was going to ask you a question and just slipped my mind. Um, oh, I totally forgot. Well,
It'll
yeah,
come
that's
back.
YouTube channel. Do you have a channel?
Yeah, let me put that link. I'm gonna put that link in here. I'm back. Let me
Okay,
get
yes,
that
because I have a channel as well.
Okay, I'm gonna put both of y'all links in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool.
that
yes,
is.
you can definitely that our screen name, that's our channel name
Mhm.
right now.
African
And
Dreaming. Okay.
and that's
Yeah,
us.
I'm gonna have to subscribe, and we have to keep in touch because I've been living here for a little while, and I haven't met many Americans here. Maybe 3 or 4. The
Mhm.
American football is here now, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's been quite interesting, and I've only went to one game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we should definitely connect. And thank you, April Showers, for having us and always sharing us out, always rooting for us. We really appreciate from one April to another. We
Yeah, I'm
appreciate you.
glad I was able to finally get you guys because there was so many questions I had wanted to ask. Hold on, I'm going to drop their link and then you quickly made link. And I know y'all ready to get off here. This was something unplanned. My unplanned shows always end up being my best shows. It's
That's
weird.
It
how
go
we
like
go.
that.
That's how
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
it go
go.
like that.
And
So,
thank you
Uh-huh.
to everyone that we couldn't
Okay,
see it
this
because
is
we're on the
African
screen.
Dreaming channel.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And then
okay, yeah, let me go and subscribe. Yeah,
yeah.
because my channel is the same as my name, unique underscore
okay,
Lee Made.
All right,
okay,
we gonna
we'll
find you.
find you right now. And
Hmm.
what's up, Odoms? What's going on, bro?
Hey,
How you
Ola.
doing?
Girl, yeah, uniquely made. I was telling them, honey, I done met me some people. I can, a whole lot of stereotypes about living, even talking to you about being over there in the UK. Hey, we everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I got to take my medicine now. Yeah. And
Okay, I'm
um,
glad you
I
got your
thank
medicine.
y'all for coming on. I thank everybody that just rocking with me. And hold
Yeah,
on,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Unique, it was a pleasure to meet you.
absolutely.
You
Thank
as
y'all so
well. You as well. And I just subscribed to your channel. We should definitely, collaborate and just give some insight to individuals who may consider, living abroad and sort of help them, linger away from those fears. Because, I've always have taken things under the chin of if something's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you wherever you from.
it's
You
a
don't have to
Facts.
be in
fact.
another country. You can be in your bathroom,
Yep.
and something's going to happen. It's where God wants you to be. And if you woke up in the morning and you had that thought of leaving your country, that was God telling you it's time to move on. It's time for a
Right.
change. But we have to do that. But a lot of people, like you said, they hear all the negative
Right.
things, but it's not always like that. So, but yeah, it was so great meeting you all, and we definitely need to collaborate and see how things go from there. Now, my channel is real small; it's only like 200 subscribers because I just look at YouTube as entertainment. You
Right.
see, yeah. So I
Yeah.
never thought of being monetized and receiving revenue because my revenue comes from being a lawyer. So
Right. We exact
yeah.
opposite. We the
Oh, yes,
exact opposite.
yes, yes. And
Yeah.
I understand that some individuals they're on YouTube for revenue, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, my channel is real small. It's real small.
Okay. Yeah. We
We
got you.
small too. We
Yeah, we
small
got you
too. We
now.
still growing. So
Still
hopefully
growing.
we can grow
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
But
you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be
yeah.
fine.
oh yeah,
But
they
okay.
because the more people hear about them living over there in Africa, they will want to talk to them because they've enlightened me about a whole lot of things today. And I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate that.
A lot. It's always good. We share what we can.
Okay, thank y'all. Thank
All
y'all.
right.
Thank you, and y'all have a blessed day.
Okay,
All right.
thanks everybody.
Okay,
Have a good-
bye bye now.
Was out. Thanks African Dreaming. Thanks Uniquely Made. Thanks everybody in the chat. We know Latanya's cooking for the soul. YouTube don't send out all of the notifications all the time, but it is what it is. April Showers, I'm out.